popping? What's popping? It's your dog Breeze from Fahrenheit 451, part of the Fourth and Goal Network. We're burning the books alive, back with my best bets in the NBA for today. 3, 2, 1. March 21st. Yesterday, I think we went like 3 and 4 or 4 and 3. Gotta add everything up. I'll get to it here shortly. Not too much loss, not too much gain. So I'll, whatever. Yusuf in the building. My guy. Let's get active, man. Let's get active in the building, man. All right, man. First up, man. See how I'm rocking, man, like a cut-off stocking. First up, we going to from the Orlando Magic, PB5, man. Paolo Banchero, Baby Brian, man. Over his 24 points. Minus 112 over on FanDuel, risking 1.12 to win 1 unit back. PB over this line in his last 6 out of 10, 30 and 36 points. 30 came last season, 36 points earlier this season in his last 2 versus the Lake Show. 36 points was on 22 field goal attempts. Now work with me. I'm going to get into it. Averaging 16 field goal attempts on the season. When he has 16 field goal attempts, he's over in his last 4 out of 5 games, averaging 27 points, hitting this at a 62% hit rate on this season. Now, when he has 18 field goal attempts or more, he's over this line in his last 9, hitting his line in 18 out of 23 games this season, averaging 27 points. And when he has 20 field goal attempts or more, he's over this line in his last 12 out of 13, averaging 29.2 points. 47% of his points are scored at the net. LA allows the 8th most points at the net. DeAndre Ayton down there not doing a whole bunch of nothing. And they allow the 5th most points at the net in their last 5 games. LA also allows the 9th most points to the power forward position. So if we get the attempts, we're going to hit the props. So, Paulo, make sure you get them up for the gang tonight. All right. Next, from the Cleveland Cavaliers, I'm going my guy, Evan Mobley. Over his 10 rebounds, Mobley, 11, 15, and 14 rebounds in his last 3, cashing his line in his last 4 out of 5 games. No Jared Allen in this game today. Without Jared Allen, he's over this line in his last 8 out of 12 games, averaging 12 rebounds. Over this line in his last, averaging 12 rebounds in his last 5, Pelicans allowing the 8th most rebounds and the 6th most rebounds to the center position. Pairing that with Daniel Gafford from the Mavericks over his 5 rebounds. DG over this line in his last 8 rebounds in his last game versus LAC. Over this line in 36 out of 46 this season, averaging 7.1 rebounds. So that's going to be Evan Mobley from the Cleveland Cavaliers over his 10 rebounds, with Daniel Gafford from the Mavericks over his 5 rebounds. Parlay together minus 104 over on DraftKings. Risking a little bit more than 1 to win 1 back. Next, from the Golden State Warriors. I don't know if this dude's name is just Will Richard or if it's Will Richard. We're going to call him Richard, right? Like a Richard Mille. Will Richard over under his 2 3-pointers made, right? Now dig this. He's under this line in his last 7. He's under this line in his last 16 out of 20. 4 3-pointers attempted or less in his last 8 out of 10. 3 3-pointers attempted or less in his last 6 out of 10. Work with me, man. When he has 4 3-pointers attempted or less, he's under this line in 39 out of 42 games. With 3 3-pointers attempted or less, he's under this line in 34 out of 34 games. Pairing this with Tari. We've been big Tari fans recently around here at the channel, man. Paired this with Tari Eason from the Houston Rockets over his 5 rebounds. Tari over this line in his last 9 out of 10, 37 out of 47 to this line on this season, averaging 6.4 rebounds. Has good back-to-back numbers, too. Tari Eason is on back-to-back as well as the Houston Rockets. I just didn't write that down. So Will Richard of the Golden State Warriors under his 2 threes, paired with Tari Eason of the Houston Rockets over his 5 rebounds. Parlay that together, that's minus 105 over on DraftKings. Risking a little bit more than 1 to win more than 1. That's the theme. That's the theme today. Next, if we talking under threes, who we talking, man. You know who we talking, man. Dyson Daniels under 1 3-pointer made, under in his last 16 out of 20 games, 0 threes attempted on 0 threes made his last game versus Golden State, who allowed the least threes in the entire NBA to the small forward position and the 8th least threes overall. Pairing that with James Harden of the Cleveland Cavaliers, over 7 assists. Harden over this line in his last 7 out of 10 games, 17, 10, and 14 assists in his last 3 versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Donovan Mitchell has like this eye issue going on where his eye is super duper 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 red. So he's questionable. If he doesn't play, that works in our favor. If he does play, we're talking about assists. So that works in our favor as well. We can't lose with the Donovan Mitchell news. Dyson Daniels from the Hawks, under 1 3-pointer made. James Harden from the Cavs, over 7 assists. Parlay that together. That's a minus 108 over on Bet365. We're risking a little bit more than 1 to win 1 back. Next, man, we just put 2 units on this. So, I mean, that should tell you how much I'm a fan of this player's prop. Johnny Collins from the Clippers, over his 6 rebounds. He's over this line in his last 9 out of 12 games without Zubac and James Harden. 9, 7, and 8 rebounds in his last 3 games. Dallas allowing the 4th most rebounds and the 8th most rebounds to the power forward position. Paired that with J-Dub's little brother, Cody Williams, over his 10 points. Cody over this line in his last 7 out of 8, 19, 34, and 23 points in his last 3 out of 4. I think he should have no problem scoring 10 points against the 76ers. I like my camera off, man. It still look a little crazy, man. All right. I think that's just the that might just be the quality of the I think that's just the quality of my webcam paired with the exposure from like the sun behind me. But it's all good. Pairing that with yep. So John Collins over his 6 rebounds, Cody Williams over his 10 points, minus 105. You parlay those 2 together over on FanDuel. Risking a little bit more than 1 to win 1 back. Last but not least, Just Blaze. I'm going to be taking Justin Edwards of the Philadelphia 76ers over his 13 points. Got it at minus 110 odds over on Fanatics. Got 2 points to COV on that so far. It's sitting at 15 points. I laddered the boy up to 25 and 30. So I like the 15. I don't care about the 15. He's playing the Jazz, and we're going to get into that right now. Justin Edwards, 19, 21, and 32 points over in his last 3 out of 4 games. Plus 13, he has 13 field goal attempts or more in each of those overs. When he has 13 field goal attempts or more, he is over this line in his last 9 out of 10 games, dating back to last season, averaging 20.6 points. The Jazz allow the most points in the entire NBA. The Jazz allow the 2nd most points in the entire NBA. This is a small forward position. 46% of his points are scored from the above the break 3. Utah allows the most points from the above the break 3. I was looking at his game logs, and in his last 2 out of 3 games, either half or more than half of his field goal attempts have been from beyond the arc. So if you want to take Justin Edwards over his 3 threes, I couldn't blame you. It's like plus 150 odds. If you want to take Justin Edwards over his 2 threes and just dumb it down with something else, I can't blame you either. So to recap, at the 9:05 mark, Paolo Banchero over 24 points. Evan Mobley over his 10 rebounds, parlayed with Daniel Gafford. Now my dog in here, Drew Riley in this thing, man. You already know what time it is, man. See through the fire emoji, man. We're burning the books alive, man. Let's start the recap over, man. We're going to start the recap over at 9:30 mark. I got a little excited, man. First up, from the Orlando Magic, man. Shout out to T-Mac. He's been killing it in his analyst career. Paolo Banchero from the Orlando Magic. Over his 24 points. Then we went to the Midwest with it, out to Cleveland. This is for you. Evan Mobley over his 10 rebounds. Parlay, we went right back down south to Dallas. Parlay with Daniel Gafford over his 5 rebounds. Then we went out to the West Coast, Golden State, and we took Will Richard under his 2 threes. Pairing that with Tari Eason over his 5 rebounds. Then we went to the A, and we took Dyson Daniels, Roger Klotz himself, under his 1 3-pointer made. And we went right back up top to the Midwest to grab James Harden, and we parlayed that with his 7 assists. Then we went right back to the West Coast to get my dog, Johnny Collins, from the Clip Show over his 6 rebounds. I might put another unit on his 7 rebounds. I might put another unit on Evan Mobley's 11 rebounds. Cereal, no milk. We went Johnny Collins over his 6 rebounds, parlayed that with Cody Williams over his 10 points. Then we went to the city of brotherly love, and we grabbed Justin Edwards, and we took his 13 points. Now, before I get up off of here, if y'all want to cook up something, let me know. I just can't put it on the screen because last time I tried to do a live cook up, I went to FanDuel.com, tried to put it on the screen, YouTube flagged me, yada, yada, yada. But we can cook it up. I have it in like another browser, and then I can let y'all know. Y'all let me know. Before I get out of here, I would be absolutely remiss if I didn't tell you this right here. This Utah and this Philadelphia game. Now we're going to see tonight. I think it's the last game of the night. It's going to be an absolute pro-am. It's going to be the Drew League. It's going to be Peach Jam. It's going to be ABCD camp. Everybody should be getting it off. I don't think there will be much defense played in that game. I think it's going to look like a freshman and sophomore game, right? So, Ace Bailey, Quentin Grimes, Cody Williams, Justin Edwards. Put them boys down for 20. Let me know what that come out to. Take them boys for 25. Let me know what that come out to. But specifically, I really like the value on Cody Williams, and I really like the value on Justin Edwards, and those are my favorite 2 guys to go off. So I more than likely would drop this on Twitter, but I took Cody Williams. I just laddered the boys up, man. I took Cody Williams, Justin Edwards, 15 points, 20 points, 25 points, 30 points. It's going to be an absolute fuckfest, in lack of a better word. I love, peace, and fish grease. I'm a little too early. Like, comment, and subscribe for your daily sports betting videos and analysis. Let's keep burning them. As always, I will see you tomorrow. If you would like all of my plays, as soon as I place them for just 16 cents a day, make sure you subscribe to the Patreon. Use the code MARCH to get your first month for just $1. Love, peace, and fish grease, man. Let's continue to run up these units. I'll let y'all. Let's get this bread, yo. Let's get this bread. Let's get it, but we get it.